See the start of the new season more clearly with sports eyewear from Norval Opticians.
You've had a couple of extra days to reflect on the Newcastle defeat. Have you done much reflecting, or did you just want to move on and get on to thoughts of Bath?
Oh no, we've done a lot of reflection with the coaches, with the leadership group, and then with the team over the last couple of days, just to sort of fine tune and pick a few areas that we need to improve. That again, I think fundamentally, the structured shape of our game is sound, but we just need to, if you particularly look at the weekend, trying to convert A-zone opportunities into points, I guess would be one of the big work-ons for us from the weekend.
You had a lot of territory, a lot of possession, you just couldn't quite convert it. Do you think that, what are the easy things, if there are easy things, you can do to try and work on being more penetrative perhaps?
Well, I think we've probably got to treasure the ball a little bit more, so I think we're a little bit loose, and again, the statistics would show that the 3 games that we've been above our target for acceptable turnovers, we've either lost or drawn, in the 1 game that we've been under our target figure that we won. So it's a reasonably clear picture that we've just got to be more careful with the ball. I do think that we probably need to change the structure of our game once we get into the attacking 22 to probably again consolidate possession, probably ramp up our physicality and find different ways of getting the ball over the line.
Mark Atkinson said after the Newcastle game there was no need for any major tweaks, but actually kind of simple ball carrying skills, simple techniques. Can you work on that in coaching and in training, or is that almost too simple to do?
Oh no, it's not too simple. Again, I think, Newcastle, to their credit, I thought defended exceptionally well. That they reloaded well. They got bodies back in feet. They loaded the line well. So they always painted a picture of numbers on their feet and numbers in the line. And I think that was frustrating for us. We probably didn't win enough collisions. Didn't find bodies at clean out, which means we're consistently running against a loaded defence line. So, we need to. Out of that, probably need to look at how can we dominate collisions a little bit better. How can we find bodies at clean out to try and open up some space so that when we affect their foul, affect the defence line, make them have to adjust numbers somewhere, and then be good enough to find where the space is after that.
How much do the boys need to be G'd up for a game like a Bath derby?
Oh, they don't need to be G'd up. They really don't. You shouldn't need to get G'd up for any game. But certainly the Bath Derby is massive in everybody's mindset. Whether you're a Gloucester supporter or a Gloucester player, it's obviously very high on the agenda of super important things this year. And the guys are really looking forward to it. Like we're obviously hugely disappointed with what we've shown at Kingsholm for the most part so far this year. So we've got ground to make up with our supporters. But we've also got ground to make up for, I guess, what our standards are and what we believe we're capable of achieving.
Yes, Kingsholm used to be known as the fortress. It just seems to have slipped slightly.
Look, his history rarely stays the same. Like, things change, and certainly, we'd like it to be that way, but it's currently not, and we need to change that.
When you've had a defeat, when you've got a big game like a Bath one, how does training differ? Do people want to put everything of the Newcastle defeat behind them? And as we talked about, G'ing ourselves up for a game like the Bath one. So is training different this week?
But you have to learn from. You have to take the learnings from the previous game. Like, you can't just brush it away and say, "Oh well, it's happened." There's things that we need to do better. There's a couple of things we need to change, and we've addressed probably 2 or 3 things out of the game that I think will make us a better football team. Certainly, you find in some games that there's an extra edge around the place. There's a little bit more tension. There's a little bit more fire in the belly, and probably a derby game like this is one of those occasions.
Do you, as head coach, have to try and almost temper them from going too strongly within training to save something back for Saturday?
Well, I wouldn't try to. They can go as strong as they like, and so you'd like to think that in your mauling work and in your combative work, that you're not trying to restrain them at all. You want them to express themselves and be in the right physical and mental state to turn up on Saturday and get a job done.